So if I ask the criteria again, what differentiates me from her? If you say a woman's anyone who identifies as a woman, okay, I'm a woman.
All right.
What differentiates us now?
Well, despite the fact you became a woman 5 seconds
Sure.
ago.
But I am now.
Physically.
What
just the physical.
What differentiates us?
The physical characteristics of being female. At this point in your transition, ma'am, that's a big difference.
And what are those differences?
I don't see boobs. I don't think there's a vagina present.
Then it sounds to me like when you say woman, you actually don't mean anybody who says woman, because that doesn't give you enough information. It sounds like you mean there has to be other criteria there.
Just
Otherwise,
off
how could
looking.
you? Otherwise, how could you make the distinction?
Because you would tell me, like you just did, you'd say, guidance, I'm a woman. And from there on out, I would respect you.
But why
as a
is
woman.
it that you would instantly see her as a woman and not instantly see me as one?
But the same reason why you would look at me and say African American and not Latina.
That makes
Hispanic.
sense. So if I were to say like black definitionally, I might point to like skin, I might point to hair, I might point to all sorts of physical differentials,
right.
I would not say anybody who identifies as black, would I?
Nope.
Why?
Because you can't really and truly choose that race is different than sex.
Yeah, but hang on. Before,
earlier,
I'm not
like-
saying they're the same.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
there's-
asking
so
you
why
this.
compare
I'm just
them?
asking you this one question.
Yep.
What would make me not black?
You're not. You don't. You're
So
not
if you
black.
gave a definition of black versus white, you would be pointing to criteria,
'Cause that's
which made a
race.
differential between black and white.
You can't
But how is
choose
it
that,
you can
though.
look at
Michael
me and
Jackson
say,
did.
how is it that you can look at me and say man, look at her and say woman?
Because you are
But the second
presenting
I
as
say,
man.
but I identify as a woman, suddenly those distinctions go away. That's an infinite regress. What that means is, what is a woman?